orange flower.
Yeah, there you go.
Hello. Today marks the 87th birthday of George Soros. 87 is a bit of a satanic number for those who are into that sort of satanic thing. Now, George here was born in Hungary on the 12th of August 1930. During the war, George's parents knew what the Nazis were up to and changed his name from Grigory Schwarz to George Soros to escape the Nazis. However, young George was complicit with the Nazis and betrayed fellow Jews to the Nazis for them to be taken away and supervised in the confiscation of their assets. Very nice, which of course then prolonged the war and killed even more Jews. Very nice, George. George went on to study at the London School of Economics, which in turn was established by the Fabian Society, which in turn was established to continue the work of Karl Marx. Interesting, the Fabian Society also had its fingers in other socialist type pies, like the formation of the League of Nations, which then morphed into the United Nations, which also aims to make the world a socialist planet. Now, after studying, George became a currency trader. In fact, many nations around the world regard George as a currency manipulator. In fact, he's on the arrest warrant for nations such as Russia. In fact, he's even a persona non grata in the country of his birth, Hungary. Now, George puts his ill-gotten billions into his so-called charities, and they include Avars, open societies, and they in turn fund groups like Black Lives Matter, Get Up and Antifa, all nations which are renowned for, charities are renowned for their violence and undermining society. Very nice. There'll be at least 200 such subversive groups under the guise of charity. I think your evil empire there is starting to fall apart, George. Now, George claims that his complicity with the Nazis during the war was, I was only 13. Now, small problem here, George. My dad is the same age and was in the same part of the world at the same time. And at the same age as you were betraying fellow Jews to the Nazis, Dad was attempting to derail a Nazi train by himself. It was quite a miracle that he didn't get shot on the spot. But your little excuse there, I was only 13, is starting to look a little bit lame there, George. Very lame indeed. I think that the shit is hitting the fan there, George. People are seeing what you're like. Now, in various media interviews over the years, George has said, the destruction of America will be the culmination of my life's work. Oh, thanks very much for coming, George. He has also said that his time being complicit with the Nazis during the war was the most exciting days of my life. No remorse shown for the thousands of Jews that were taken away by the Nazis. No remorse at all. Very nice, George. Very nice indeed. Now, George also has his pies in media and also in politics. He's one of the chief donors to Barack Obama and to Hillary Clinton. So he's a bit of a manipulator bastard, isn't he? Now, in his currency manipulation, he has been almost destroyed the economies of several nations such as Thailand. Very nice indeed, isn't it? I don't think there's many nations would really like that. I think it's all starting to unravel here. In other media interviews, he has said the world needs to be protected from people like him. So you know you're doing the wrong thing, George, and yet you're still doing it. I think things are starting to unravel here a bit. Now, we've composed a nice little song just for you, just to tell all the viewers out there what George is really about. We will serenade you with this song. You'll have to excuse my singing. I'm not the world's best singer, but it will have to do. Soros, manipulating currencies, betrayed fellow Jews to the Nazis, showing no remorse. Oi, Soros and his dodgy charities that undermine democracy, bringing nations down. Oi, Soros, he is the puppet master for Hillary and Obama, pulling on the strings. Oi, Soros, he is the pariah man from Russia to Turkmenistan. He destroys the world. Oi! Now, we've seen what George is really like, so what other birthday bash could really be complete without a baseball bat. Now, George, on behalf of all the Jews that you betrayed during the war and had them killed and their properties confiscated, on behalf of those nations that you have destroyed economically by fiddling around with currencies, on behalf of all those people who have been attacked by your so-called charity, your hired thugs, just like the old Nazi brown shirts. Very nice, isn't it? They behave exactly like Nazi brown shirts. So, George, pucker up, baby. It's time to end our birthday bash.
I hope that didn't fall on me,
Okay,
Jim.
in.
All the jelly.
Yeah, it's done.
Oh no. Okay, let's try. Yuck, jelly everywhere.